Hello, everyone. Good day. How are you guys doing? I am really sorry for coming late. I am just rushing from the hospital. My mom was taken into the emergency, and I have been running back and forth from the hospital to home. And I'm sorry that I could not make it to the One Global Movement show this morning, but I thought it necessary to be here this evening to let you guys know what is going on with me. Just so you know, my mom is not feeling well. She is presently in the hospital, and she is receiving treatment for stomach difficulties. So thank you. I can see Balihu is here, Suresh is here, and Bonshua is here. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to be here. I wasn't present this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Day time. And so, but thank you guys so much. I thought it's okay to come on here to let you guys know, even though I am not quite ready, but we are going to still go on tonight or this morning because the things that we do for children are things that come from our hearts, are things that uh, all children will experience in one way or the other at one time or the other. So that is why I said I will not be absent twice today. So today, this evening or this morning, to you guys, to some of you guys, we have the time to be here. So I can see the managing director John Barilla is here, and our man Levi Mama Bolo is also here. So I was just rushing from the hospital, but by the grace of God, I believe my mom is going to do well. The doctors are doing the best thing that they can to focus on my mom. And yes, John, yes, she will do well. We are putting our hands together in prayers so that she does well. She has been removed from the emergency into her own room where she is receiving treatment at the moment. And surgery is the final option there, but they're going to try other things and see if they work, and then she will not go through surgery because these bowel movement obstruction is something that bothers a lot of people. And this is the second time for my mom. The first time she had the bowel movement obstruction, she went through surgery to remove a small portion of her intestine where the bowel was stuck in there. And so this time around, the doctor said they're going to exhaust all other options. And then a surgical procedure will be the last thing that they can do on her. And she has been passing out gas. She's not eating yet because she's not supposed to eat for some time. But they're doing everything possible to keep her energized and also hydrated. And she's okay. And a lot of people have been coming in to visit her at the hospital. So she will be okay. So thank you guys so much for your prayers, for your presence, for your love, and for your concern. And even for other people that are also going through some health challenges that we don't know. And we pray for them. We pray for them. Even our own sister, Pat Perang, who is also going through some health difficulties. We're also praying for her. I am looking around here because I just rushed in and I wasn't quite ready. I just, one moment, please. I just try to set things up real quick so that you guys don't think that I'm going to be absent without letting you guys know. Yes, so we are going to go on, and as unperseverance and as good people of God, we know that we always have good things to say because when we say things naturally, those are the things that come from our heart. That means that we love children from our heart. We love one another from our heart. It is not just trying to prepare all the time. We can also just speak from our heart and help our children just the way we do at home, trying to take care of our own children. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm trying to remind myself here of the topic for today. One second here, and let me remind myself here of the topic for today, which I believe is Unpassive has given children worldwide victory over their circumstances. Do you guys believe that Unpassive has given our children worldwide victory over their circumstances? Begin to put your comments and your worldview, your discussion. What do you think? Begin to put it in the chat. The question again is a statement, and then it says, Unpassive has given children worldwide victory over their circumstances. How so? How do we see that? How do you see it? Is it true that Unpassive has given victory to our children over their circumstances? We know that our children have a lot of challenges, circumstances in life, just like us. Everyone here does. It's not just the children. We have a lot of challenges, just like children, and it is so important that we talk about these challenges and what are they? What are the challenges that our children are facing? And how can Unpassive help with these challenges? Our children have a lot that they are going through, as we all know, just like us adults, because children cannot go through certain things that we have not gone through. But now that we know with Unpassive, we can use Unpassive and some of the products and even our natural gift from God to help our children to overcome their circumstances, to give them that victory over their circumstances. Certain things that happen in life is not necessarily bad. Certain situations that happen is not necessarily bad. It happens for a reason. Sometimes it wants to propel our children to get to somewhere else, or even us, or trying to shift the focus of our children so that they can divert and focus their attention on something that matters. So what are some of the things that we, the parents, we, the caregivers, and adults around these children feel sometimes that we want to help them to be able to change it? And just so you remember that One Global Movement is here to help our young people defeat hunger, defeat illiteracy, defeat homelessness, defeat abuse, and poverty in general. And these are a lot of the things that we face, even as parents. There are some parents that face a lot of challenges in trying to raise their own children, in trying to provide food for them, let alone an education. They face a lot of challenges. And if we do not dig in our heels as parents and caregivers, and as One Global Movement family from Unpassive, we will not be able to help ourselves or our children. We need to help these children. We see a lot of children are going hungry. We see it every day. Some of them are begging on the streets. Some of them, they are actually stealing in order to eat. And there is a reason for that. It's not just because they are bad children, it's because they don't have the means. Because if people don't eat, they cannot even do anything else. So I have this picture of this little girl. Welcome, guys. I see Nancy and Kushal is here too as well. Thank you guys so much. There is this picture of this little girl, one of the best pictures, according to my opinion, the best picture in the world. This little girl is, I think there is a war in her country. The parents have been killed in that war. And this little girl is just about 2 years old. She goes to the garbage. These are the kind of children that are displaced and they start walking the streets just looking for something to eat. They don't even think about education at this point. And a lot of children fall in this category. They're just wandering the streets because they don't have a home, they don't have parents. Maybe because of war or sickness, their parents are dead. So these children are wandering. We see them every day all over in our communities, even adults that are begging. So this little girl, I think she's about 2 or 3 years old. She goes to this garbage area where they dump garbage and food and everything. She's digging from the garbage and eating. You see, all her mouth is so dirty with everything. And this little girl, there's a journalist coming. This little girl, because she thinks how children are innocent, very innocent. She thinks that because she is hungry and she is eating, maybe the journalist too is hungry. What does she do? She stretches out her hand and is giving the food from the garbage to the journalist. And the journalist took the picture of this little girl. And this is one of the cutest pictures in the world. How innocence can help people. If we can just be innocent like children, we can do a lot. If we can just be innocent like a child, we will not judge people. We will not look at somebody and think that they don't amount to anything. If we can just have the mindset of a child, we will be able to help to step out of our comfort zone and stretch out our hands to help other people in need, and which is what we are doing here in One Global Movement and also on Passive. So I really, really appreciate you guys. And then we talk about education. Education. But first of all, before we go to education, let us think about ways in which we can begin to provide food for those who don't have. What are some of the ways that you yourself you can do in your community to provide food for those who don't have food to eat? What can you do? There are a lot of things that we can do. Some of us eat 3 meals a day, 3 good meals a day, and even eat snacks. Sometimes we eat even more than 3 times a day. Or just think about somebody that has only one big plate of food a day. What can you do to help a neighbor or somebody in your community or a child that is going hungry? What can you do? Do you want to share the plate of food among these children? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to invite a family over to your home to come and share your dinner with you? What can you do? Because right now, as we speak, lots and lots of children are going hungry in the world. Hunger. Hunger causes a lot of damage to our children. It causes them to develop mental illness. It causes them to develop internal difficulties and challenges that will lead to other problems, health issues, just like you and I. It causes a lot. It makes our children to steal, because if somebody is hungry and they don't have food to eat, what do? They search and they search and they search. And sometimes, if they cannot find that food, they steal. They steal. And we don't label these people as thieves because they don't have. So, what are we doing? On my own part, I cook. I love to cook a lot. And someday I will cook when we meet. You guys can enjoy the food. Come on Friday on O Connect. Come and see the wonderful, wonderful, world delicious food that we're going to present on Friday. I bet you're going to fall among that food. So what I do is I cook food a lot of times on Sundays. I start cooking from Saturday, then Sunday. I will carry about uh, 3 to 4 dishes of food to families around, so that I go give it to them because they might be hungry. Sometimes I go to feed my children and go and volunteer to see how I can package food. Sometimes I buy food and take it to places. Even the one that I garden, I take it to places because hunger is a problem. We have excess in the world. And hunger should not be a problem. Hunger should not be affecting our young people and our children because we have a lot. Some people have plenty and they are wasting it. They throw it away. And some are lacking in food. And that is why when Brother Smart, Vital Smart, is presenting about food preservation, it is so important, especially with this technology that they can preserve food for 25 years and they still eat it, it still tastes the same, because a lot of food is being wasted. Yet, there are people, there are children in our community that are going hungry every day. Even a loaf of bread. You can afford a loaf of bread for $1. Take it to a family. You know, some people, because of stigma and because of people putting people down, looking low on some people, they are afraid to beg. They are afraid to ask for things. So we can go to them to make them feel comfortable by giving them something or by asking something very small, because that is a way that we take to bond. Remember, food is love. Food is togetherness. Food is family. Food is caring. Food is giving. Food is health. Food is everything. Just remember, if you did not eat, you don't eat for one day, do you know how angry you're going to become? Think about children who don't know where to get the food from. And yet we are here as parents. Levi, Mama Bolo, you're going to see me in South Africa. Kushal, you're going to see me in India. You guys are going to see me all over the world. Nancy, you're going to see me, because it is our responsibility to meet these children where they are and try to find out about their challenges. Bonsho, you're going to meet me. Even John Barilla, you and I are right here in the United States. We're going to be doing things that will really help these children. And the one of the programs of One Global Movement is to build a big library, or a big school with a big library with a supper table that is going to have children, when they come to study, they come to do their homework, or they come to do their research, they go and sit and eat healthy food. I mean, food that contains all the elements that our body needs: vegetable, fruit, protein, carbohydrate, minerals, and oil. They're going to have all those food, because that is what really, really help our children with their brain. When their brain is well nourished, they can focus on their studies. So we're going to do that, so that when these children come, they can study, they can do their research, they can read, and then they go and eat, and then they go home and sleep in peace, so that their parents too can also take a break from preparing food for them. Isn't that a good thing to do? I think that's a wonderful thing to do. I was fed by the entire village. I was. Not that my mother did not have food. They loved me and they fed me. They loved me. They educated me. And that is why I'm here today. And looking back, it's like I should just bring everyone, every child together to feed them. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is so important. Let's think before you eat every day. Think about some people in your community that need just a helping hand for 1 or 2 days. Or maybe you just make it your responsibility to buy a loaf of bread every week, if you can, and give it to them, or you share what you have with them, because when you share, it means you're caring for them. And then we think about one of the ways that ONPASSIVE is doing that is through this artificial intelligence. Because when we do farming, large scale farming now, as opposed to when they used to do in the past, is going to be better, and we will produce more quality food to feed children. You see that? So that is a very wonderful thing. And then we go to education. Education is one of the things that ONPASSIVE is giving our young people victory over. Because when you look, all over the world, you will see that a lot of children don't have the opportunity to go to school. They don't have it. And some of us have gone to school up to the highest level. What about the other people who cannot go? What are we doing about it? This is what life is all about. We don't have to go out there to look for it. We have to look for it within our heart to see what is it that I can do to educate one child. And One Global Movement is coming up with a lot of programs. Like one of the programs is called Shadow Adoption. Shadow adoption is a situation where in your community, say you have 2 children, and you can afford to feed your children, to house, clothe your children, and to educate your children. Now, we are going to be encouraging other families to adopt one child. If you have 2, you adopt another one, then you have 3. If you have 3, you adopt one more, you have 4. And we're doing so for families that can afford to do so. So that way we can support them to raise these children as their own, not discriminating, raising them as their own in their community. And the essence of that is to raise those children in the same community with the same culture, so that they can keep their culture intact and not having to be adopted by distant families that would try to destroy their own culture. Because a lot of what is going on in the world, ladies and gentlemen, is a result of the fact that cultures have been destroyed. Cultures have been buried. We were created and born with these different cultures for a reason. When you destroy a child's culture, that is destroying that same child. Imagine that if I was taken from my village, imagine something else that maybe I could have become something else. But now I maintain my culture, but I also learn another culture and then put this together, then I can help even better. This is what it means. It doesn't mean that they cannot learn another culture, but we want the children to stay within their culture, learn within their culture. These families that are adopting, doing the shadow adoption, they raise these children according to the culture of their environment and their communities and their country, and according to their tradition. And then these children must have an extended family, but they still keep their family, their parents, their siblings, without us saying, no, you cannot have your mom and your dad. No, that's not the way we want. Shadow adoption means you build a bridge for that child between you and with the parents and their culture and their environment, because we grow better, we prosper better, we become healthy, and we become successful when we are nurtured and loved and educated in our culture. So, One Global Movement is here to make sure that this becomes a reality, because we want to raise a new generation, a new breed of children. When these apples start coming, then the action begins even more. We increase the action. Now we are building the base, a foundation. We want to make sure that what is it that a child wants to do? Why is a child not succeeding the way they should? What are they lacking in? And a lot of times, I bet you it is hunger and financial financial constraint that is making children not to be raised the way they're supposed to be raised. But some of it too is because the parents are not well, they're sick. Some of it is because of societal constraints, or just societal or peer pressure. But we can easily eradicate these if we put our heads and our hands together and our heart together to want to help these children globally. I'm not just talking about my village. My village did a lot for me, but charity begins at home. Right now, I'm helping in my village, helping to educate children, and also helping to, like this program that I just came up with. It's 10 chicks per child. 10 chicks per child is chickens. You give 10 chicks, 10 chickens for a child of 6, 7, 8 years old to raise. You provide the feed and everything, and a place for those chickens. They go there, they do it. They know that they're investing, right? When these chicks begin to lay eggs, guess what? They can eat the eggs with their families, or eat it for breakfast before they go to school. It provides them with the protein they need for their brains, or they can sell some of it. And then when the chicks are grown, they sell those chicks, and then we open them a bank account as early as 6, 7, 8 years old. That is how we build generational wealth. That is generational wealth building. So this is so important. A lot of things can happen, and it's right there in our environment. We don't have to look outside. We just have to think. With a good mind, we will do it. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, John. I listened to your message, John. Thank you so much for your love, your care, and everything. You guys' prayers it's really doing miracles for my mom. She is going to be well. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have our regular man, Ballyhoo. How are you? Yes, thank you so much. This is really inspirational to me that my mom is well, but I'm here, and you guys are here to support me for her to get better and better. She was not doing well last night. I didn't sleep. So when the ambulance came, we went to the hospital. I had to come back home to sleep because she was also sleeping after the medication. So I can say she's well, because she's not at that point anymore, even though there's still a lot more that is going to be done to her. But thank you so much. And Suresh, how are you? I love those beautiful little girl with the pink hand. Thank you so much for being here. Bonjour, thank you so much for being here. We love you. And we have our Managing Director, Mr. John Barilla, is here. Thank you so much, John. We are here for One Global Movement. If it is One Global Movement, we are here for children. And thank you guys for attending the one at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime today. And I'm so grateful to the panelists that made it go well. So I'm really happy. We are so in it to win it together, just like ONPASSIVE says. So thank you so much, Levi. I applaud you for getting up at 3, 4 a.m. Yes. He says hi to Serish and kudos. We are on fire. We are strong. We are a unicorn. Thank you so much. We are in this together. And then and John says, Yvonne, I hope your mom will be doing better soon. Yes, she's doing better already. Like I just already put it in my mind that she's well because they're doing the right thing and she is going to be well soon. And she might get out of the hospital in a few days, but they want to make sure that she will not have that bowel obstruction anymore. So Levi says, hi, Brother John Barilla. Hi, Levi from John. And John said, I am on the panel and have to go to Roblin Live right now. Talk to you later. Thank you, John. Go and support her. That's very important. Thank you. Our prayers are with her, Dr. Mundih. Thank you so much, Levi. Thank you. Thank you for the prayers. God bless your soul. And Nancy says, greetings to everyone. Thank you so much, Nancy. And greetings, Nancy, back from Levi. We have our man, Kushal here. Thank you so much, Kushal. I really appreciate you for everything that you are doing, and you're even taking upon yourself even more for One Global Movement. We need people that can advertise One Global Movement on all social media so that we can begin to get the help that we need, especially building the 501c in this country to attach it to One Global Movement. We need that kind of art so that people, the philanthropists, the millionaires, the billionaires can see us, know what we are doing for children in the world, and they will be apt to help even more, not just ONPASSIVE. So let us continue to do that. I need people to help. Whatever small way that you can help, please help us get the word out. Thank you so much. And hello, John Barilla from Kushal. Hello, Levi from Kushal as well. Hi, Kushal from Levi. How are you doing today? You guys are doing great. That's why I can see you guys here. And and Jean, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, you're highly welcome here. We are here for children. We are here to uplift children in all ways that we can, and beginning from 1 day old to 26 years old, and sometimes even higher. But that is the age group that we are working with. And then Anne says, hello to Nancy Jody. Nancy Jody invited you. Thank you so much, Nancy, for spreading the word out. Let us spread the word out. If Nancy invites 1 or 2 people, go ahead and invite your 1 or 2 people. The other people go ahead and do so. Pretty soon, before you know, we expand into the whole world so that we can reach the children when those apples are here. Even without those apples, with the kind of financial awareness that I'm going to be having in this country, we are going to continue with One Global Movement, no matter what. Because I am building this 501c according to the laws of this country and other things that will help us to raise a lot of money. There are people who want to volunteer to One Global Movement because I've been doing it now for about 9 years. But I did not know that I have to build a 501c. Now that I know, I've been directed by the business accountant in my bank and other places. So I'm going to do that. It takes a little bit and it takes money, but I am determined to do it. Then we'll get all those resources and everything. Then we can ship them to different countries for our children. So that is so wonderful. Keep inviting people. We can do this together to get to 1.7 billion, not million. 1.7 billion children is not a joke. We need to do this together. So Kusha says, hello, Nancy Jody, and welcome, Annie Jane. Welcome. Yes, we all welcome you here. We are here together for our children and families. Levi is also welcoming Annie Jean. Thank you so much, guys. Hello, Peggy. Welcome. Nancy says, welcome. Thank you. And hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag One Global Movement will help children in need. No one will be left behind. Yes, that is our slogan. in One Global Movement. No child left behind. None. No matter who they are, no matter their life circumstances, no matter the way they were born, no matter their mental or physical challenges, we will be there for those children. I have cared for children with who are physically and mentally challenged for more than 20 years, and so I will continue to do that. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And we have Ama Namadas is here. Thank you so much for those uh, prayers for everyone here and for One Global Movement. We highly appreciate that. Welcome from Kushal, Ama, and Nancy says prayers goes to your mom. Thank you so much, Nancy. You guys are so wonderful. I love you guys. You guys might not know what these words mean to me, but they mean a big, big deal. They mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. And Kusha says, please like, love, and subscribe to One Global Movement. Thank you so much, Kusha. You're already doing your job. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Elizabeth, how are you? It looks like you are new here. If you're new here, you're welcome here. This is the place to be. We are here for our children. Hello from Mandang, PNG, Papua New Guinea. Wow. Thank you so much. What time is it there now? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And Friday, please, Friday, let us all take everybody from Monday to Thursday to Friday, all Connect webinar. We need our team there, all of us. Even if you don't talk, you don't want to talk, that's fine. Your presence means a whole lot. It means the world to children, because these children are watching these things on YouTube. Some of them, if I don't post these things there, they'll be calling me. So we need to be there on Friday and encourage other people. Let us flood it. We have about 300 and something people who attend One Global Movement, but they come and go. Let us come together and make this thing big while you're building your own teams in your various communities. Thank you so much. And we have Maxi. My prayers are with your One Global Movement and for your mom. Thank you so much, Maxi P. Smith. We highly appreciate you and we love you. So we have come to the end of today, and tomorrow is another day. I will be on hopefully at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime, and I must be on in the evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Daytime, which is morning for some of you guys. But thank you so much. We are here together. The world is a global village. The world is too small. Let us do great things for the world. Unpassive has brought us together for a reason. Mr. Ashmufaro knows why he brought us together. Let us continue to do it regardless. Let us clean our minds and our hearts and be bent on doing good to the world. Let us take the example of Sadio Mane from Senegal. He is a football player, but he earns more than $40 million a year. What does he do? He builds hospitals, he builds schools for children, he provides food, and he gives income, monthly income to his village. He is fast turning his village into one of the biggest and most beautiful cities in the world. We can do that as well. It starts small. There is nothing that we cannot do if we come together. There is nothing that we cannot do if we put our mind to it. There is nothing that we cannot do if we are so determined that we're going to do it. And for me, I am determined, because if not of the bridges that my village built for me, my mother, my grandmother, I would not be here today. And because of that, I have devoted my entire life to serving children between the age of 1 day old and 26 years old, or even better, and families. You cannot serve children without serving the families. So it is so important that we come together to do this. This is not for me. It's not for my family. It's for children. And so let us encourage families to come so that you can start building communities. Go to youth organizations in your community and let the youth know. Go to schools and talk about One Global Movement, so that way you are making a census of children in your community. Because when time comes, when those apples are here, not just from Unpassive, but from the United States here, what we will do is we go into those people that have built their communities already, 100 or more. We go to them, because then we go in different directions. So that way, some of you who are here, you will be working for One Global Movement as well. so that you can serve through One Global Movement. We send the resources to you guys. You serve your community. So let us do this together. It doesn't require any education. It just requires a good heart to do that. So thank you guys so much. Somebody just signed in. SK Bihira, how are you? Unpassive is great and from the heart. Thank you so much. You were just in time for us to close here. See you guys tomorrow, either at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime or at 8 p.m. Eastern Daytime. Encourage people. We can only help people by encouraging them to come and see what we are doing. And if you have anything that you want us to talk about, bring it up. Or if you want to take the stage, come and take the stage. We want the children of the world to take the stage of One Global Movement so that we, the parents and caregivers, we can sit back and also listen to them, because we don't want to impose things on children. We want them to act from their own natural intuition. And we want to know what they want, what we can do to help them get to where they want to go. So thank you guys so much. I love you all and see you again tomorrow. But remember to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities. Bye-bye.